Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.
Alright, so here we are. Motor's back out. We definitely smoke a good bit, so I'm thinking I'm going to need some rings and whatnot. If I'm going to go this far in, like I stated before, I'll probably just go ahead and replace my piston and my cam while I'm in there. See if it makes any difference. But first thing we're going to do is get some of these wires off. Got a 10 millimeter over here to take off the ground wire. These ice cream buckets come in handy for me. Then we're going to take off the wire for the neutral position. I'm not sure how far I'll be able to get this broken down without specialty tools, but we're going to give it a shot. See. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove the starter bolts and see if we can be able to get the starter out. Well, we'll just go ahead and get these 3 off the front. New starter gears. Everything looked great. That's going to go into the bucket as well. Alright. Starter is off. Bucket number 1 sitting there in full. I'm going to go ahead and I already have my sprocket loose from the beginning of a different video. Doesn't look like there's really any issues with the sprocket. I think it looks good. It's dirty, yeah. However, no other issues with it. So we'll reuse this once we get it cleaned up before we put everything back on. So let's go ahead and get the motor up on its side right here. And we're going to get the stator cover off. Get all the bolts around the outside off of it. So alright, let's get this stator cover side off. Went and got me some bags so I can keep my lengths correct in these different areas. Alright, so this is off. This is the new gasket I put on there. Might see if I'm able to reuse it. I do have an additional one, but we'll probably just use the additional one when the time comes. Just get that crank pull and get that off there. Make sure not to lose this little key here. All this. Well, we'll get all this in a bag though. All in one bag. Alright, now let's get to the other side and see what we got. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but these two top ones have a copper washer on them. When I put those back together, I'm going to try to just remember that as well. Covers off. It's going to be a lot of work. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this out the rear. We're going to do the same. We're going to put all these individual parts into different bags and containers, keep everything together as best as we can, and we're going to look for damaged parts. I'm assuming nothing's going to be here because the clunk and the noise that I made that I was getting was in gears. So I'm going to wrap this up to keep it this way. Here we go. All wrapped up. Keep all this together, and in a bag it's going to go. Get this little.
This is the end.